The story of the Capulets and Montagues is a very sad tale of an old grudge that goes back so many years that neither side knows why it all began. Their feud has become so strong that they not only put in danger the lives of their families, but they also threaten the lives of the people who live in the same kingdom.
Wow, what a beautiful young girl she is. But how is it that someone so beautiful can be such a wretched house like this?
Watch what you say. You're merely 5 feet away. I can hear what you're saying about my family. Who are you anyway to come to my family's house? Acting so high of yourself.
I'm Romeo. I am a Montague.
A woman, sorry to say, but I'm really 13 years of age. I cannot be considered a woman yet.
13 years, huh? Maybe no one questioned it.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying I can't believe someone this young, such as I, is this beautiful.
Well, in that case, maybe we should date. It seems to me that you have gone through a lot of trouble to get here. I do like bad boys, and you seem pretty cute yourself.
You'd be willing to risk your family's reputation just to date me?
Of course, I'm not afraid of my father. Besides, the city has already threatened our families for the trouble we both caused, and they won't dare to fight me.
Well, in that case, we shall meet again. I must go now. I see your father coming. I don't want us to get in trouble.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean, from forth the fatal loins of these two foes. A pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. Those misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strive.
What is someone from the Montague family doing here? Can anyone else see that he's the only one not wearing the same clothes as everyone else? Red.
This is how our two young lovers first met, and yet only have seen each other for merely 5 minutes. They both seem to have fallen in love with each other. And although they had only met once, more in a very romantic scene, the love these two shared seemed to hint no limit.
It's the best solution for us to be married.
That sounds like a great idea. We should get married now.
I'm ready for this wedding. Alright then, so do you, Romeo, take this 13-year-old young Juliet to be your wife. Now, do you, Juliet, take this clearly much older than you, Romeo, be your husband, without having taken into the thought the possible consequences of these actions.
I do.
Really? Well, okay then. Since there is nobody here to object to this marriage, and no age laws that be created to stop this from happening, I now pronounce you the husband and wife.
And 'tis so how our two young lovebirds become married, after simply 2 days after meeting each other. But now, everything worked out as well as they had hoped after the wedding occurred. No. As all Shakespearean masterpieces, we must now watch our two young lovers suffer through harsh times. Mere moments after Romeo has left Juliet's home after their honeymoon tragedy occurred. It is so that Romeo's beloved friend, Mercutio, has just cowardly killed by none other than Juliet's cousin, Timon.
I will kill you for what you have done to my best friend, Mercutio.
Bad!
No, I just killed my cousin. And if they find me here, the police will surely cross kill me. I must run away so that I can save myself, so that I may hopefully secure things. And it is so that a series of misfortunate events starts to occur to the young couple. Soon after hearing the tragic news of her cousin's death, Juliet learns that her father wants to force her to marry the prince in order that his family not be punished for the conflict between the Capulets and Montagues. Romeo visits Juliet once more, where they tell each other their final goodbyes, as Romeo's fate is to be banished and never come back, which only strengthens their love. In desperation, Juliet decides to seek help from Friar Lawrence in hopes that he may have a plan to save the love between her and Romeo.
You must help me. You know how much I love Romeo, and I cannot live without him. If I can't never see him again, I might have to kill myself.
Fine, Juliet. I will help you. You clearly show your age by how persistent and pain you can be. Here. This is a potion that I have made that will temporarily force you to sleep, which will allow you to fake your death, so that you can run off with Romeo. Stays, so that he knows of our plans and does not do something dramatic if he starts to believe that you have died. I wish you good luck, young Juliet.
And it was so that this very complex plan came to be. But as mentioned earlier, this is a Shakespearean play. Nothing ever goes as planned.
Excuse me, do you realize how fast you were going? You were driving 20 miles over speed limit. What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, officer. I've been sent to deliver a message, and I am in a big hurry. If this message is not delivered soon, it is possible that many bad things might happen. Please, officer.
The only thing you should worry about is how you are going to pay for the speeding ticket and how are you going to get your vehicle back from the pound. Please exit your vehicle. Exit your vehicle now.
And it is so that the news of the plan never reached young impatient Romeo. When he eventually heard of the news of the death of Juliet, he was too quick to act and decided he would end his life in the same way. He was eventually able to find some poison himself and headed back to Verona to seek his love.
Juliet, who would have thought that you would have been so careless to do this to yourself and not being rational? Even now that you are dead, you look so beautiful, so full of life. Actually, you do seem to be alive, but it can't be. Surely this is no way that anyone during our time would be pronounced dead without being so. With this, I will end my miserable life so that I may now be with you, again with my loving Juliet.
Oh, Romeo, my love! No, my sweet love. Tattoo Romeo, then fall Juliet.
Wow, I can't believe the Super Bowl game. The ending was crazy.
Don't even talk to me about that game. I lost so much money. Let's forget about it and try to figure out what our new case will be.
Whoa, hang in there, guys. I don't know what you guys mean by Super Bowl, but I'm not allowed to let anyone in here without being told so.
Alright, fine. I'll message our evidence tech supervisor to tell this guy to let us in.
Who are these two people anyway? They look really young. We need to figure out who they are and notify their families.
Alright, well, I think we should start collecting evidence. What should we do with all of evidence once we're done?
Once you are finished collecting everything that we need, you will take to the lab, and if you are curious as to what you found, I will call you to tell you the results and how we got them.
Sounds great. Keep them on that. That's everything. Let's send this into the lab and wait for the supervisor to tell us what we have found.
What came back to us was the fingerprints that you guys asked for, which were in the poison bottle. Our lab team examined the fingerprints you gathered and looked at minutia patterns inside the print to see if it came from one person or multiple people. We were able to identify 2 fingerprints on the bottle to 2 different people. One of the fingerprints matched Romeo's, the male victim, and the other was from a well-known criminal named Apothecary, who is known for selling dangerous chemicals.
Wait, how were you able to tell that these were his fingerprints?
Well, that was easy. He has been arrested and we matched his prints using IAFIS. Are you kidding me? You guys don't know what that is. Come on, haven't you heard the jingle? Integrated, automated fingerprints identification system. No? Well, it's basically a database that stores fingerprints when someone is arrested so that we can identify repeat offenders.
It's a great catchy jingle too.
I know it is. It's very difficult to forget as well. The other evidence that you 2 collected was blood from the dagger.
Well, the other piece of evidence that you guys recovered that we analyzed was the blood they found in the dagger. Since we know that Romeo and Juliet have different kinds of blood, what we did was a simple blood type analysis test. Here, actually I'll show you. It's very simple. As you know, there are 4 kinds of different bloods: A, B, AB, and O. And with this, we're able to tell what kind of blood a person has. The simple process is we collect the blood from each victim and also from the dagger and put it into these 3 little basically circles. What we do then is add certain antigens to each spot to tell whether the blood has that kind of antigen. As you can tell, these 2 are very similar. These are AB positive because they have the A strand, the B strand, and the RH strand. This one, however, is different. This is only A positive since the B antigen does not come up. So, with this, we're able to tell that Juliet's blood was actually the one that we found in the dagger, and she was the one being stabbed.
Wow, I can't believe that someone would be willing to stab such a young girl like that. It's so sad.
Actually, I overheard someone say that these 2 actually committed suicide when their parents didn't allow them to be together. But anyways, it's not our job to assume anything. We are just here to collect evidence and give as much info on it as possible. So for the young lover boy, we received a drug and toxicology report. It states here that the poison he drank killed him extremely quickly. The lab is not yet sure what poison was used, but they do know that it did shut down his heart. It says that due to the heart suddenly stopping, no oxygen was able to be distributed to the body, which caused cells to die and very quickly shut down his brain.
Wow, I never knew that a poison could be so powerful to shut down the body that quickly and kill someone so fast.
It actually is very odd that it would be so powerful to kill him before he hit the floor. Well, the final piece of evidence you guys gathered for us is this. With this, we are hoping that we can get out of the first suspect.
How are you so sure that the hair we collected was not from one of the victims?
Well, first of all, we had to look at their hair samples under a microscope to make sure that this was in fact human hair, which it was. And if you notice, one of our victims was blonde, so the hair coloring doesn't match and no tests were necessary to be taken for them. As for Romeo, it was more tricky than simply looking at the hair sample. Since our hair sample did not contain the follicle, which is basically the part of the hair that contains skin cells, we were not able to run a basic DNA test. What we had to do instead was get mitochondrial DNA. What mitochondrial DNA tells us is the DNA of the mother of whoever the hair belongs to. When we compared this piece of hair to the mother of Romeo, we received no match.
So what are you going to do with the strand of hair?
That will depend on whether our detectives are able to get us a strand of hair from our suspects. We all know how difficult it can be to get hair evidence from suspects.
Well, in that case, it sounds like our work here is done.
Well, for now, yes. Remember that as a forensic scientist, our job is to collect,
analyze, and at times stay in court our finding, not to solve the crime.
Well, we'll be heading out then. Call us whenever we get a new case and you need our help.
Alright then. Take care, you two, and great job on the collection of evidence.